Well, hello, welcome back. I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy, and as you can see, we're on Sunday stitching. So, the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery pouch, just poke that under there. It's all done, it's all ready to go. Now, if you've been on my channel for some time, you'll remember I made these air clay discs. I don't know if it's last year or the year before. So when I saw that Rachel was making buttons, it seemed only right that I use one of my pre-made discs to go on. So all I've done is I poked the ribbon through that little hole there in the lace, she says. Now I can't get it through because of course the camera's on. There you go. I just pulled that through there, did a little knot with a towel on my pre-made disc, and I had enough length to come up, come round behind, back under, round and back under, and that's just enough to keep it shut. And obviously it's totally removable, it doesn't have to stay on there. So that's how I finished my pouch. While you were gone, I did some more to my peony, camellia. I finished all the pinks. I've done a lot of the green. We just need to finish this off. So I'm just going to find a needle in my mat here. There should be one. There we go, there's a nice big one. So I just thought I'd finish this off with you quickly, and then we will look at sewing the two pages together properly, unlike last time. So I'm just going round the edge here. Oops. And creating my veins, if you like, in my leaves, which is what I did here. So just got that one there, and then that one, and then on the angle up there to create that one, and then down to there, like so. Okay, I'm going to leave that because it's not a very long piece of thread. Get myself a new one, and we'll just work our way around the rest of it. Now, I'm sorry if Bo starts barking in a minute. Children are on their way home from school because it's about 3:30, 4 o'clock on a Friday. I'm filming ahead as usual, so the children are outside. Although I think I can hear her snoring, so we may not get disturbed by Bo. So then I'm coming in here in this stitch there, and I'm just doing a normal back stitch all the way round the edge of the green leaf and nipping back. So back stitch all the way round the edge, like so. Whoops, got the whole page in there, haven't I? So how are you? What have you all been up to? Obviously I seem to be doing a lot more stitching than paper at the moment. I have finished that pouch. I've done my Anne Brooke project for the week. So yeah, I'm just motoring on down. We did on Friday finish our monthly journal because that's the last, or today is the last Friday in January. So next Friday I believe is the 2nd of February. and we'll be working on a new signature. Got something very different this month, so I hope you'll pop along and have a look at that. Yeah, that's about it really. I've just been, you know, busy doing what I do, as it were. So oh, now that's a bit wide and that's quite a big stitch, so I'm actually going to turn that into two. I don't want my stitch that big. Catch that one. It's because I was talking rather than concentrating, isn't it? You really only want them sort of a grain of rice size. You don't want them too big. I do tend to go on the big side. I think it's my big chunky fingers. Oh dear. Right. Whoops. We've got a knot. We always have a knot, don't we? There's nothing new there really. There we go, we got that one out. There we go. Right. Down to there, up to there. That'll be our last stitch on this leaf. And then what I've been doing is poking back through that way, and then just make our veining by again doing the same back stitch and about halfway there. That's the centre line, and then as I go in there, I've been going down to like there. Whoops, not pulling it that far though, Claire. And then just come up a bit and then into the middle stitch and up to there, into that stitch. Sorry, I'm throwing it around, making you giddy, aren't I, as usual, and up to there. You can go both sides if you want to. It's entirely up to you. It's all personal taste. So I'm just going to close this off, she says. Do a little twist round there, pull that through and give it a snip. Okay, so we're finished with our embroidery cotton. Now we want machine cotton or hand sewing. So we've got our 2 pages. I have got some wadding. Now this wadding needs to be marginally small, marginally smaller, because we've got a seam allowance, haven't we, going all the way round. So I'm going to come up there in what we hope is a straight line. Something not right there. My scissors are catching. Right, as you can see, it's not straight, never is. So I'm just going to take, can you see that? It's catching. Don't know why. Anyway, there we go. So that's going to sit inside, okay? Let's protect our lovely scissors. Right. So, we want I'm just checking because we had such a drama last time, didn't we? Right. Sorry, I know I'm panicky, but we want this to work. I don't want to stitch it and unstitch it all over again. Right, I'm happy with that now. So, we're going to find a needle there. We're going to get some standard sewing cotton. We're going to thread our needle. Okay. Like so. I'm going to do it double. So I'm going to have 2 lengths of 2 lengths of the sewing cotton. Okay, I'm going to join that together with a nice knot. Okay, here goes. So, just making sure again, check and double check and all of that. Right, do you know what? We'll stick a couple of pins in just to hold it all in place. So, pin in there, pin down there. That should hold it for us. Okay, so there's our crease. Let's start at the bottom because I'm right-handed, so I find it easier to stitch like this. So we go in the basic back stitch again. As you can tell, I like back stitch. I'm just going to run. Do you know what? We could do without that actually, couldn't we? There we go. You can see what we're doing now. And just basically run this all the way around the edge. And this, if you missed what I was saying before, this is to create our pillowcase turn through rather than that stitching our decorative piece onto our book page, which I don't know about you, but I don't like it. You know, if you're happy with that, it's absolutely fine, and it's not for me to say that you shouldn't do it like that. But for me, it doesn't work. I don't like it. It would probably be very much easier to do this on the sewing machine. You would get a guarantee, well, not guaranteed, but you'd probably get a much straighter line than I'm getting. And B, obviously you'd run it through in a couple of minutes rather than running backwards and forwards with your stitches like I am. And the reason I'm doing a back stitch is because I want to make sure there are no gaps in here at all. Okay, so I'm just back stitching through. I've come to realise this is why most people don't stitch with a double thread, because they separate and you get big loops appearing. I just feel like it's so much stronger, but anyway. So running our way, see, look, you get a loop every time. It's a nightmare. running our way round. Feels very warm in here today. Okay. Now I'm going to obviously turn the corner and come back down this side. I'm going to need more cotton, that I do know. I think when I re-thread in a minute, we're going to re-thread with a single, because this is getting on my nerves now. And I can feel that this is all part and parcel of why I never used to sew, because things like this just drive me insane. So snip that off. Get myself a new thread. Plus, of course, if you do it single, your length of thread goes twice as far, doesn't it? Duh. Oh, I have some real old lady moments, I'll tell you. Right, pull that through, leave it single. That's what I'm doing now. You can tell this is a don't do what I do video rather than any form of tutorial. I don't do tutorials, I do craft alongs. Right, and the reason I don't do tutorials is because I don't consider myself an expert at any of this. I'm learning with you guys, really. We're all learning together. If you've got a cotton sheet like this, be careful of that frayed edge. Make sure your seam is in far enough that your piece is not going to fray away from you. Whoops, caught the scissors. I feel like this is quite stressful. Don't know why. Normally I love stitching, but this is feeling a bit stressful. Coffee. Gonna have to take my jumper off as well, I'm sorry. Just 1 second. Oh, that's better. Okay, stressful, overheating. Oh dear, it's crazy what we put ourselves through for a bit of crafting. thick bit of lace there. Just went through. Right. Now, that's 2 sides done. Well, all but. Okay, and we're going to turn around again, flip this down, pin this together. That's not a particularly untidy back either, is it? That's not bad at all, that one. Sorry about my bracelet jigging on the mat. That's where my second string got caught underneath. So, stitch this, and then moment of truth. I hope this works, because I'm just gonna be so much happier, so, you know, enjoy making fabric books compared to that stitching on the top. I've actually abandoned my down the garden path because I dislike that attached page look so much. And if this does work, then I can see me going back, taking that all to pieces and then rejoining it. But it'll be worth it. Right. Okay, here we go. So make sure you get a good finish. Nice knot at the end there, so it doesn't all come apart, because obviously we have got to turn it all in the right way. So we'll trim that off and we will see what happens. So here is our open side. We're gonna poke that through, get a nice sharp corner. We're gonna poke this through again, try and get a nice sharp corner. Right, so there you go. There is our envelope page. It does work. I knew it would. It makes me really happy. However, we now know that obviously this is very much too big. So I'm going to lay it down here and I'm going to try and cut 1 centimetre off all the way. That's more than 1 centimetre, but anyway. So a little bit more off here. And then having got that in there like that, I'm going to do a snip. Should have cut this much shorter in the beginning, shouldn't I? Okay. Oh, that sort of goes round the corner. Look, that's no good, is it? There we go. We'll get rid of that. Okay, so I'm now going to open this back up and I'm going to poke my wadding my wooden pillow into my pillowcase like so. Have a little fiddle round, get it flat on where you want it. And now, if we do that, that is going to work a treat. I'm really, really happy with that. It needs a little press, obviously, but yes, it does work. Yay! There you go. I hope there was some joy and inspiration there, and you're going to have a go at the pillowcase page. It's brilliant. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. I'll be back with you very soon. Ta-ta for now.